Hi guys, Fallen Jewel here. Doing a kind of quick video tonight. I'm a wee bit late at uploading tonight, just a bit busy. Tonight's video is going to be the Disney tag. Now I know there's different tags like the best friend tag, the my first time tag and stuff. So this is something a bit different to start those off on my channel. Now we all like a bit of Disney, so I'm sure you will love to hear all my favourite things about Disney, I'm sure. So yeah, let's get started with these questions then. I'm quite excited about this one. Animal. Favourite Disney animal? It has to be... Oh, it's tough. I'm going to say Maximus from Tangled the Horse. I thought he had me buckled. Like, see when he's like behaving like a dog and he's like sniffing through the grass and stuff. Yeah, that just floored me. Favourite character? Oh, that's not fair. Favourite character. So, favourite Disney character of all time. Okay, first one comes to my mind is Mulan. So obviously I have so many favourites in Disney, but Mulan always sticks with me just because of the sort of whole independence thing, the hero thing, and just everything she did and everything, and just the whole symbolism behind her character, and the story of her life and the actual movie was really really good to watch. So yeah, yeah, Mulan definitely. Favorite classic. Now, what does that mean? Is that like old style Disney? So like Beauty and the Beast, Cinderella, Bambi, like those ones. Okay. Um, Classic. Okay, I'll try and go through the really old ones. Um, hmm. um, I think I'm going to say Little Mermaids. Would that count as a classic? I think it does. I mean, I know it's not 1930s or anything, but I thought Ariel was probably seen as a classic Disney. Yeah, I'll just say Little Mermaid. If I'm wrong, you can correct me. If it's too late or too old a movie to consider a classic, and we're thinking about really old, probably Snow White then, because I did watch that quite a few times when I was young. But no, I'll go with like Little Mermaid to not complicate things. Yeah, I liked the story of that. I liked her character. I actually quite liked Ursula, her whole attitude, like this whole sort of sassiness and stuff. So that was great. It's a good movie. Favorite hero. Um, Again, is that like because like princesses are seen as damsels in distress, and then it's like the guy, or I don't know how to answer that one. If this is going to count, but I'm going to say it anyway. The genie from Aladdin. She be seen as a hero? I'd say. I mean, because there's another question in this list about the favourite prince. So, prince and hero, is that not? I don't know if that's seen as similar things. I'm trying to think, right, favourite hero, something that's not a prince, so. And sort of saves the day, so it's like the genie did that a lot as well. Favourite heroine? Again, is that like. I'm going to say Mulan again, because again, she's not a princess, she's not damsel in distress, she saved the day, she saved China, for goodness sake. Like, so I'm going to say Mulan again. Favourite kiss? Favourite Disney kiss? The one between Jasmine and Aladdin. Because I like the bit where they're not sure about kissing, and then the carpet just like pushes them up, and they do it anyway. So I quite like that. That's quite good. A good guess, that one. Favourite love song? Probably If I Never Knew You from Pocahontas. Quite an unusual choice. I'm not actually going to like in the movie. It's a really nice song the way they did it, but I actually really like the John Cicada and Shanice. Now, artists I've never really heard of, but they sang a version of the If I Never Knew You, and I love it. But if I was to choose like an in-film love song, I need to say I See the Light from Tangled. I just think the way they did it, like was just beautiful. Like the lanterns and they're in the boat, and I think Mandy Moore and Zachary Levi's voices went well together. So yeah, if we're talking about love song in general, Pocahontas one. If it was actually answering for the song in the movie, a Tangled love song. Favorite Pixar? Um, ooh, Bugs Life. Bugs Life, hands down. And people might say, oh, what about Toy Story? Toy Story was fantastic. In fact, the third one was my favourite actually. But Bugs Life, I saw that in the cinema with my friend, and it's always sort of stayed with me, and I just think it's so good. And the attention to detail with the bugs and everything that they did. Yeah, so Bugs Life hands down for me. Favourite Prince? Ooh. Well, my favourite Prince, even though he was the Prince at the very, very, very end, I'm going to say Flynn Rider. I know he's not all the way through it, but he was my favourite guy out of all Disney's, so that's me just answered that for that anyway. He was like, I don't know how a cartoon can be good looking, like handsome, but they made Flynn Rider pretty attractive. So yeah, I liked him. Princess, favourite princess is say Rapunzel from Tangled. Again, as you can tell, Tangled is up there with my favourite Disney. So, favourite quote, Disney quote has to be the one from Lion King from Rafiki when he hits Simba over the head, and obviously Simba's like, "Ow, that really hurt." And Rafiki says, "Yeah, the past can hurt, but the way I see it, you either run from it or you learn from it." And I try to live by that. Like, I know I'm quite prone to living in the past and blaming myself for things that, that's happened and you can't change it, or, yeah, I don't want to get too deep with this because it's meant to be a fun and light-hearted video, but yeah, and that for me is kind of close to the bone for me, I think. So moving on. Favorite sequel? Oh, my favorite Disney sequel is actually Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. That was one that had the Scar's son, Kovu, and Kiara, who was Simba's daughter. And that was really good. And the music in that, it was like, the songs in the second Lion King were so good. Favourite sidekick? Ooh, that's hard. It has to be Mushu from Mulan. Again, it's Eddie Murphy. Like, you can't go wrong with him. Like, he's just his one-liners when he's playing Mushu's just hilarious. And yeah, he kind of made like the show, I think. Disney song of all time. Let's Whole New World. I'm going for Whole New World. Yeah, that is so good. Like, I don't think like everybody knows it. Like, and it's just such a sort of uplifting song. I think. I mean, there is a bit of a. It's not. I wouldn't say it's a love song at that point because they're only just kind of getting to know each other in that film at that point. And it's just him like, let me show you, like, yeah. So that's a good one. That's a good one. Favorite theme attraction. Oh, okay. Um, theme attraction. Okay, so one of the Disney theme parks, right? Okay. It was years ago I went to Disney. I think my favourite attraction, if I remember, um, the ones I remember going to, I'm going to say the Space Mountain roller coaster ride. I think it's a roller coaster. I think I went on it at Disneyland Paris. Yeah, that was good. That was really good. I went on it twice when I went there. But last I went to the Orlando one, like when I was about 6 or 7, so I can only remember I can remember seeing the characters and certain rides, but I can't remember a lot details. I will say the Orlando, from what I remember, there was the parades, the massive. There was I know I did quite a lot when I went there, so I'm gonna say the Disneyland Park Orlando. And favourite theme park show, again, I can only tell you the one that I've seen. And it was the Honey I Shrunk the Kids show, and you sat in an auditorium, and then you felt all these things going by your ankles and things like that, and things like the dog sneezing on you and things like that. So that's quite good. I remember seeing that. Favourite villain, Scar. Favourite villain, hands down, is Scar, because just his, again, one-liners is so it's just so many of the villains are so sassy and so sarcastic all the time about it towards Simba. And yeah, he's so innocent, so it's even funnier. Yes, Scar. Favorite villain song? My favorite villain song is the witch from Tangled. I think her Mother Knows Best song is really, really good, and her voice was really good as well. So yeah, that's definitely my favourite. Least favourite Pixar film? Ooh, I would say my least favourite Pixar would be Ratatouille. I didn't really. I watched it and I wasn't fussed by it. It was just it's okay, yeah. I think I lost interest in it halfway through. Yeah, so yeah, kind of wrote that one off. Least favourite song. At least my least favourite Disney song is probably my least favourite song is When You Wish Upon a Star. Don't hit me, don't. I know that's a really popular one, but I just don't like it. I just find the sound of it really boring. The start of it's really good, the way it kind of gets introduced with the orchestra, and then it's just the singer. I just find it a bit. I just felt that one could be better. Yeah, that I don't listen to that one at all. I think I listened to the intro bit and I'm like, ugh. So yeah. Disney movie that made me cry. Hoots, actually. I was going to say Lion King, but that's an obvious answer. As because obviously I do get emotional at that, but no, Robin Hood, because there was a part in it, the animals were all getting, or the characters were all getting taken away into jail and whatever, and I think it was the vicar, or I don't know what he was called in that movie, but he ran the church, so whatever that he was in that, and I think the sheriff or something, someone else, had kind of captured him and put his hood over his head, his face, and then put a thing around his neck to take him away. And I don't know, I think when I watched that when I was young, I was like, oh, that's horrible. I found that quite dark, actually, Robin Hood, some of that. But And that's what Disney's like. I mean, he does all the nice stuff, but there's a lot of darkness in these movies. So that and Bambi and you know movies like that, some certain bits in movies like that are quite like oh. So yeah, definitely that. A movie that made you laugh. Oh, Tangled. Tangled made me laugh the most. Again because of Maximus the horse usually. But yeah, brilliant film. I laughed a lot at that. I actually want to watch it again now, just thinking about it. An overrated Disney movie. Ooh, that's quite a like. I'm kind of scared to answer that because again, I might get pure hit for my answer because an overrated Disney movie is Cinderella. Yeah, like Cinderella's good, like it is, but there's better Disney films than that one. Like Disney, like I think the classics, like we talked about earlier, like Beauty and the Beast, Cinderella, Little Mermaid, Bambi, Snow White, those ones, like yeah, those ones all brilliant, and you can't take away from it that they were the originals and stuff, but um, or they were the kind of classics, but no, Cinderella, just I watched it a couple of times and yeah, don't know. I just think there's better, like better ones, better songs, um, and people are always like Prince Charming and all this kind of stuff. And there's been different versions of Cinderella, and to be honest, I've actually enjoyed more of the newer versions of Cinderella than the original one. So yeah, that's just my opinion though. People might have different ideas of what's overrated. So um, saddest death. Well, apart from Mufasa, obviously, like Mufasa is the saddest one, of course. I'm going to try to be different here, like death Bambi. When Bambi's mum died, that just broke my heart. It just yeah, because I saw that in the cinema when I was quite young, and I don't think I cried at it, but I just remember thinking, and just how he was like wandering about the forest, like totally lost, and when his dad turned up, and it was all kind of yeah, that's a difficult difficult one. A song that always gets stuck in your head is "Let's Go Fly a Kite" from Mary Poppins. For some reason, that does come in my head quite often. I don't know why. I just love it. I'll probably have that stuck in my head now for the next week now. Thanks for that Disney tag. First Disney movie I saw was Snow White on video. I remember had that. I was 4 or 5 maybe. That was definitely the first one. I had a whole like a few I had, but I just remember the earliest memory of Disney was Snow White. So yeah. The first one I ever saw in the cinema was Bambi though. I remember that quite clearly. Like I say, it was like because it was quite a dark film. I remember seeing it. So again, some of these questions are quite kind of repeat themselves a little bit. The saddest scene. Alright, the saddest scene from your favourite film. So my favourite film earlier, my favourite movie was Mulan. So the saddest scene from that for me was probably when our dad realises that she's went away, and obviously it happened like she went away on an argument, like they didn't settle the argument, and obviously she was kind of like, I'm going to fight, and he never got to speak to her before she left, and for all he knew that she would have killed if for all he knew, and the part when he ran to the gate and fell, and obviously he had a sore leg and stuff, and or sore hip or whatever, and I just find that really like, oh, that's so sad. Like he has no idea like what's gonna happen. So yeah, that kind of underrated Disney movie. This is the last question, number 30. Underrated movie. What one have I really enjoyed that I've went, oh? I'm gonna say Pocahontas. Like, I love Pocahontas. It's one of my favourites. Like, colourful. Its songs are good. Um, I'd probably say it's up there, like in my top five favourite Disneys. Because my like it hasn't asked this question, but my top five Disneys are Mulan, Tangled, Pocahontas, Lion King, and Bugs Life. Pixar's Bugs Life. So yeah, so it says it's up there, and yeah, so I'd say more people need to say they like Pocahontas to be my friend. No, I'm joking, I'm joking. But no, it's I loved it, and I just don't think enough. Like when people say what's your favorite Disney film, um, I don't really hear many people saying Pocahontas. It's usually like Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Frozen, blah blah blah, and whereas I'm kind of like, oh well, Mulan, but Pocahontas close second, you know, like. So yeah, that is the end of the Disney tag list. I hope I didn't kind of ramble on too much. This is the first time I've done a tag quiz type video, so bear with me. But I hope you enjoyed it, and if you want, you can do a video of the same thing, and you can maybe. So yeah, let me know what you thought. Let me know about my answers. If you agreed with some, did you disagree? What you can answer them for me in the comments and let me know your ideas, and it'd be really interesting to sort of compare and chat about it. Yeah, so sorry this video went up a bit late. Hope you've managed to catch it, and I will sort out a video for you for Wednesday.